Hello. I'm finally on at long last. Couldn't hear myself. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to San Bruno Park for tonight's Golden State Collegiate Baseball League action involving the visiting Sacramento Heat and the host, San Francisco Seagulls. I am your announcer, Dion. I'm really thrilled that you elected to tune in tonight. TGIF, thank goodness it's Friday. The Seagulls enter tonight's contest with a conference record of 21-14, 21-16 overall. The Seagulls' magic number for the final playoff spot is down to 3. While in contrast, the Sacramento Heat, who are pretty well cashed in for the year, they are 10-26 in conference, 12-26 overall. However, the Heat are determined not to be a red carpet to the playoffs for the Seagulls. I know that the Heat are playing with house money for the rest of the campaign, but they are hoping to enjoy the role of a spoiler. I know the Seagulls will send Alan Yen to the pitcher's mound tonight, and I will say that there are some boys who play for a Taiwan Little League franchise that are seated on the third base side just to my left. I got to give those boys a little inspirational speech. I got to speak through an interpreter, and that was nice to be able to talk to the boys and give them some inspiration and encouragement. And I will say, I know I was not around for Thursday's doubleheader. I will say that as far as the two men who were my relief men for yesterday's twin bill, I will say to those men that I look forward to the day when I get to listen to you replace Joe Buck when he resigns as the mainstay TV analyst for Fox Sports. That's right, these two men who were my relief men yesterday, they are capable of replacing Joe Buck as the mainstay TV analyst for Fox Sports. I can picture those men being suitable replacements when Joe Buck is done announcing for Fox Sports. Anyway, the Seagulls, like I said, have a magic number of 3 for the final playoff spot in league. And I was telling Mark Caviglia this before the game. I said this in an email. Should the Seagulls win out, that is to say, if San Francisco claims the rest of their regular season contests, they will leapfrog the Yuba Sutter Gold Sox into third place in the pennant race. I know that Yuba Sutter plays the California Bees on Saturday night and Sunday afternoon, and they get to play the South Bay Storm in Milpitas on Tuesday. I know that the Seagulls have a single game against the Heat tonight. They play a doubleheader against Sacramento tomorrow at 3. And then Sunday night at 6:30, it is the Seagulls and the Heat once again for a single game. And I will say, I can picture the Seagulls making a decent account of themselves, and they get to it looks like they get to be a legitimate playoff contender. It looks like it is one of the team moms for the Taiwan Little League team throwing out tonight's first pitch. Wow, that was a nice offering. Way to go. You go, girl. Oh, nice. One of the team moms, I reckon. She did threw out a virtuoso first pitch. Yeah, you go, girl. Like I said, nice to have the Taiwan Little League players out to watch Alan Yen pitch. That's right, Alan Yen, who is one of the aces of the Seagull pitching staff, looking to get the Seagulls closer to the postseason. I can picture Alan Yen twirling a masterpiece. I know Alan Yen is capable of pitching a gem. And when I say gem, I am not referencing Barbie's punk rock sister. All right, so it looks like the Seagulls and the Heat tonight. The Sacramento Heat come out here from Cowtown to the Bay Area. That's right, the state capital. Of course, when I think about Sacramento, there's this organization out there called Farm to Fork. I think that's a nice marketing thing they have there. Yeah, Farm to Fork, which is kind of sells nice, healthy food. Yeah, nice from the farm and out to your dinner plate. Yeah, Farm to Fork. I like that organization a lot. I would love to maybe get more info about Farm to Fork from Sacramento. Anyway, Alan Yen is the starting pitcher for the Seagulls. Starting catcher is Timmy Fishboat. And there are 2 umpires officiating tonight's contest. And it looks like the Sacramento Heat looking to play the spoiler against the Seagulls. And like I said, the 2 men who took over for me when I was on virtual assignment on Thursday, they did a virtuoso job, and I can picture them replacing Joe Buck when he resigns as the mainstay TV analyst for Fox Sports. Yeah, I guess 2 men who could just well be Joe Buck's replacement after he's gone. Alright, so looks like Alan Yen about to deliver his final warm-up toss. And there's thrown on second base by Fishboat. Anyways, as foretold by Hawk Harrelson, sit back, relax, and strap it down. Leading off for Sacramento is going to be left fielder Sam Booth, number 1. Sam Booth, who is not related to the founder of the Salvation Army, he is leading off the Sacramento Heat in their orange uniforms, orange jerseys, Seagulls in their black jerseys with blue sleeves. Sam Booth, it looks like the home plate umpire is taking his mask off. He wants, I guess there were some people on the field when they were not supposed to. I guess the umpire urged them to get off the field to play. All right, this game can go on. Sam Booth from Milwaukee, Oregon. He just completed his freshman year at Concordia University of Portland. Yen ready. Here comes the pitch to Booth, and it is low. Ball 1. Alan Yen, like I said, is one of the aces of the Seagull pitching staff. The motion by Yen. The 1-0 pitch to Booth, it is upstairs. So it's Booth ahead in the count 2-0. So like I said, this will be a 9-inning single game tonight. Yen into his motion. Here's the 2-0. Low and away, 3-0. So I guess Yen has released 3 offerings out of the zone to the Heat leadoff man. It is 3-0 on the Sacramento left fielder. Yen ready. Here's the 3-0 pitch, inside. So 4-pitch leadoff walk to Booth. Anthony Lucetti, who is the designated hitter for Sacramento in tonight's game, he's going to come up with Booth on first and nobody down. Anyway, so Anthony Lucetti, who's coming up, he is some facts about him. He's from Linden, California. Just completed a sophomore year at Delta College in Stockton. Got to keep your eye on Booth. He can steal second. Yen ready. He deals it. Straight down the middle. That is a strike. A long last, a called strike issued by Yen. 0-1 on the Sacramento designated hitter. So Booth on first. There's Jared Bannister holding the runner, that being Booth. Stretched by Yen. Comes the 0-1. Outside. So an even count. So there's so you got to keep, like I said, Booth, I can visualize him taking a crack at it, taking a crack at second. I can visualize that right now. He's not going pitch. Strike 2 called outside corner. 1-2 on Lucetti. It's a nice, beautiful Friday evening here. Blue skies, perfect baseball weather. 1-2 on Lucetti. Yen ready. 1-2. Chop down to first base. Bannister fields it. Throw to second to get the run. He gets him out there. Throw to first. Too late. So Booth was out at second, courtesy of the 3-6 fielder's choice, but Lucetti safe on first after an errant throw. Here's shortstop Kevin Fitzgerald, number 26. Kevin Fitzgerald, who's not related to the mainstay TV analyst for the Golden State Warriors. That's right, Pat Fitzgerald, along with his co-host Jim Barnett. Excuse me. Of course, from what I understand, Jim Barnett actually played basketball. I think it was either in the 60s or 70s. That's a different sport. The stretch by Yen. Comes pitch to Fitzgerald. It's fouled to the screen, and it's 0-1. I should mention, yesterday, just for the record, the San Francisco Seagulls took both ends of the twin bill from the California Bees. Game 1 was 7-0. Game 2 was 8-3. There's 1 strike on the Sacramento shortstop. Here it comes. Strike 2 swinging, and it's quickly 0-2. I will say that the Sacramento Heat They were idle on Thursday, but last Wednesday they also played at Twin Mill against the Bees. Game 1 went to Sacramento by a score of 7-6, while the Bees took the nightcap 7-4. I can tell you I'm getting vocal support from the Little League boys. 0-2, outside, way outside. Those Little League boys sitting to my left gave Yen a cheer. I can't make it out. You can tell it's the language from their culture. I wish I could have an interpreter. 1-2 the count. Here's the stretch, the pitch to Fitzgerald's fouled 3 and still 1-2. I will say, like I said at the top of the show, I got to give a little inspirational speech to the boys, and I spoke through an interpreter. Of course, one of the team moms volunteered to be my interpreter, and I'm sure she did a first-rate job. I tip my hat to her. Amazing. 1-2 still on Fitzgerald. Yen into a stretch. He throws to first, kind of lob toss by Yen, not much on it. So Luchetti is back in plenty of time. One away. Luchetti, the runner on first base. Stretched by Yen. He deals it outside. Now it's an even count of 2-2 on Fitzgerald. One away, the Seagull infield double play depth. I guess the Seagulls hoping to turn a pair here. Runner on first and Luchetti with one down here in the top of inning numero uno. Stretched by Yen. 2-2. Outside. Just missed. 3-2. And Yen was kind of in somewhat disbelief after that pitch. Missed the outside corner. Oh well, I guess Yen has to keep his poise and keep his precision out there. Maybe he'll try to fool Fitzgerald with this next offering. Stay tuned. Stretch. 3-2. Swing or trouble. This could be 2. To short. He steps on second. Throws across first. 2. That retires the side in order. After half an inning, Sacramento 0. Seagulls coming up. The starting battery for the Sacramento Heat, starting catcher number 40, Brendan Yan, starting pitcher number 37, Southpaw Ben Miller, thrown down second base by Yan. Bottom of the first inning, no score, and the Seagulls coming up. As it's going to be center fielder Shane Wallace to lead off. I guess he's got that walk-up number, the theme song from The Office. Can't believe. Well, after I clocked out of my actual job earlier today, as soon as I clocked out, I used the time clock. I said, "My day at the office is over." I recognize a lot of TV theme songs. Yeah, it's interesting. So anyway, lefty against lefty matchup. Ben Miller, no relation to Hal Linden. The motion by Miller, he deals to Wallace. It is straight down the middle. That is in there for a strike. Of course, the home plate umpire, when I was in commercial, asked me where I was yesterday. Just to keep it in rough detail, I said I was on assignment. One strike on Shane Wallace. Miller into his motion. The 0-1. Missed outside. 1-1. Like I said at the top of the show, the Seagulls enter tonight's game with a magic number of 3. If they win tonight, they reduce it to 2. The motion and the 1-1 from Ben Miller. Strike 2, swinging 1 and 2. Of course, as far as the playoffs, the three of the 4 seeds are claimed. While for the 4th playoff seed, it is a toss-up between the Seagulls and the Reno Rams. 1-2 pitch to Wallace, high 2-2. So I will say that, I can visualize the Seagulls claiming the final playoff seed easy. The motion by Miller, 2-2, it is inside, full count. Of course, I will say that, as long as the Seagulls don't follow the example of the 1987 Toronto Blue Jays. Remember that franchise, the one who had a 4-game lead in the Eastern Division with 6 left to play, and they blew it? Full count pitch. Drop, foul left side, still 3-2. I will say, remember the press had playfully dubbed them the Blow Jays after Toronto had a 4-game lead in the Eastern Division with 6 left to play, and they got skunked. Miller ready, 3-2 payoff once again, cut on and missed, 1 away. So 1 down, little send up Cole Gabrielson.
Now batting. Number 30.
Still bases empty, 1 away here in the first inning. It's Gabrielson, a right-handed batter who defensively patrols right field for San Francisco. He's coming up with the chance to maybe give the Seagulls early offense here. The game is still young. Miller ready, he deals it. Outside, 1-0. 1 no strikes on Gabrielson. Kai Moody is on deck. He will bat next. Motion by Miller. Here comes the 1-0. It is swinging of fouls. It's swinging 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out as the space is empty for the Seagulls here in the bottom of the first. The motion and the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2 as Gabrielson behind in the count. 1 away, bases empty for San Francisco here in the first inning. Still no score. Miller ready. He deals 1-2. It is inside in the dirt. 2-2. Alright, so it's an even count on the Seagull right fielder. Now Miller gets a sign from Jan, and he deals the 2-2 offering. It is strike 3 called straight down the middle, 2 away. And now batting is going to be Kai Moody.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 17, Kai Moody.
Yeah, if I could have a TV theme as a walk-up number, what would mine be? Good question. There's so many of them. I gotta choose just one. What would be my TV theme walk-up number if I was a player? Kai Moody in the box, 2 outs, bases unoccupied for the Seagulls. The motion by Miller, the pitch to Moody. It is upstairs, 1-0. I guess I gotta choose just one. That's a good question. I gotta figure out which one it is. The motion by Miller, the 1-0 pitch downstairs, 2-0. Moody is defensively at shortstop for San Francisco in tonight's contest. He's ahead in the count, 2-0. Miller ready. Here it comes. Outside. 3 balls and no strikes on Kai Moody. Moody walks and Felix Here's Miller. He deals the 3-0 pitch outside. So walk to Moody on 4 pitches. Here's Felix Aberrett stepping in now for San Francisco. Still 2 outs.
Now batting, the DH, number 3, Felix Aberrett.
Felix Aberrett coming up. Still 2 outs as it's a runner on first base and Kai Moody. Felix Aberrett, who is the designated hitter for San Francisco in tonight's contest. As Miller peers in and gets signed, works from the stretch. Here comes to first base, as back in plenty of time is Moody. So Aberrett yet to see an offering to him. That's Moody with a big lead on first. Moody is capable of stealing here. I wouldn't be surprised if he does break for second. He bluffs at third to first, not in time. Well, I don't know. I mean, I would like to say that that Miller balked on that, but it would only be a balk if he kicks his leg forward as opposed to sideways. That's something I learned from an umpire friend. Here comes pitch to Felix. It is outside, 1-0. So anyway, so it's, I can definitely visualize Moody attempting to steal here. Stay tuned. Here's the throw to first, not in time. Because I know that I got an email from Stan Svatala. I told him that I was going to be here as opposed to the game involving top speed baseball in the San Rafael Pacifics tonight. I'll give you more details in just a sec. Stretch. Here comes the 1-0. Outside 2-0. And Stan replied to my post saying, that is unfortunate. But I actually think what Stan Svatala said was a compliment, because if he was saying, go get him, Dion, they'll be like, thank goodness Dion's not with us. 2-0. Stretch. Here's the toward first, not in time. That was kind of debatable. Honestly, if I was one of the umpires, I would have said that Miller balked on that, but these umpires have a better vantage point than I. What am I to say? Stretch the pitch, 2-0, strike one called, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike on Felix. Jared Bannister is on deck. I think, what would be my TV theme walk-up number? Oh, I know, Petticoat Junction. That would be a good one. That would be a nice way to get myself focused and in the zone. Yeah, Petticoat Junction. For the first, late. Yeah, I can't believe that would be a nice little classic, old-school TV theme. Petticoat Junction gives me a kind of a visual of like riding Amtrak. Here comes the 2-1, swinging a miss, and it's 2-2 on Felix. What a way for Miller to blow that one by Aberrett. All right, even count. 2 outs. Moody on first base. See if Felix can maybe sock one into the gap and pick up Moody from first. I can visualize Felix socking one into the alley. Stretched by Miller. 2-2 offering. It is outside full count. Yeah, when I say alley, I'm not talking about the bowling alley. But then again, I've bowled an X amount of games of 10-pin in my life. There were times when I've actually gotten a turkey. Just to explain, turkey in bowling is defined as when you get 3 strikes in a row. Stretch, runner will go. Here's the payoff. High, ball 4. So what puts Skulls on the pond? Here's Jared Bannister. I noticed that Jared's sister is not here tonight. She's on a business trip. But in the event that Jessica is listening right now, Jessica, you go, girl. I am hoping your brother Jared gets an RBI here. So it's Moody on second, Aberrett on first. Still 2 down. Can't believe that. My walk-up number would be Petticoat Junction. Can't believe, like, last time I was in commercial, hopefully umpire asked where I was yesterday. I was like, dude, I was on assignment on Thursday. Stretched by Miller. Here's pitch to Bannister. It is high, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes on the Seagull first baseman. Here comes Miller. He is now ready. He deals the 1-0 pitch. Strike 1, straight down the middle, 1-1. Miller is facing a small Seagull threat here, as the Seagulls, like I said, have a magic number of 3. His left-hander ready. Target outside. 1-1 pitch. Strike 2, swinging 1 well toward first. Not nearly in time. All right, so it's 1-2 the count on Bannister. So Bannister looking to take 1 swing and maybe pick up Moody from second base. The runners will go on contact. First and second, 2 down for San Francisco here in the first inning. Now Miller, timeout. Well, I guess Bannister call a time, then just as quickly time in back to the program. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs as Miller into the stretch. He deals it outside. Now it's an even count with 2-2. So like I said, the Seagulls took both ends of the twin bill from the Bees right here on Thursday. Game 1, 7-0. Game 2, 8-3. It was a 9-7 doubleheader yesterday. A game where I was on virtual assignment. Here's a stretch by Miller. The 2-2 runner breaks for third, and a strong line is guide to dead center field. On his horse, center fielder, he is going to make the play. Matt Smith makes the catch to retire the side and leave 2 out there. After 1, there is no score, but don't despair because there is more game to play. They were playing that number, Ghostbusters, the latest time we were in commercial. Second inning, no scores. It's going to be Trey Furry to lead off. Trey is defensively at the hot corner for Sacramento in tonight's contest. 1 inning down, 8 innings left to play here. Can't believe if I might as well spoof that and convert Ghostbusters to Heat Busters. I guess that's maybe the Seagulls' mentality coming into tonight's game. The motion by Yen, the pitch to Furry, it is a curveball. It drops in there. Nice offering by Yen. He did get it up. My goodness, that was good. 0-1. It's 4, 5, and 6 for Sacramento here in the second inning. Yang kicks and delivers. Ground ball routinely short. Scoop off the dust here. Throw quickly to first. He gets him. Nice assist at shortstop by Kai Moody. 1 away.
Now batting the first baseman, number 29,
Evan Nelson, who is defensively at first base for the Heat in tonight's contest. Yeah, who can you call? Heat Busters. I ain't afraid to know Heat. Nelson comes up with 1 out and the bases unoccupied. Now again, into his windup. Here comes the offering to Nelson, and here it comes. Outside corner, strike 1. I will say, that's right, Top Speed Baseball is playing the San Rafael Pacifics at Albert Park tonight. 0-1 pitch to Nelson. It is strike 2 on the changeup, and it's 0-2. I will say, in the event that there are any Top Speed fans listening to me on a mobile gizmo, I look forward to seeing you all in the playoffs. 2-strike pitch from Alan Yen. It is outside and just missed, not by much. 1-2. The Sacramento Heat, who are playing with house money for the rest of the 2019 campaign. Yen into his windup, the 1-2 to Nelson. It is low in the dirt, 2-2. 1 away, bases unoccupied for Sacramento here in the second inning. Alan Yen looked really poised out there on the mound. The motion by the right-hander, and here comes the 2-2 offering. It is inside, just missed the corner. 3-2. Guess he tried to jam him. Full count. So there's, it's Sacramento looking to make a decent account of themselves, despite them being out of the playoffs. Here's a 3-2 payoff from Yen. It is swinging a foul, so we'll do it again. Alan Yen, who hails from Taiwan. Like I said at the top of the show, there's all those boys who play for a Taiwan Little League team or sitting third base side just to my left. It's nice to have them here along with coaches, team moms, and so forth. Here's the motion by Yen, the 3-2 payoff. Ooh, where did that one miss? I don't know. Well, so that was a walk to Nelson.
Half-off batter of the game.
Half-off batter, oh boy.
Hot dogs and Polish dogs are half-off for the next 5 minutes.
All right, if Brendan Yawn fans here, then I'm grabbing myself some grub. Might as well just step out of the announcer's booth and run down to grab myself some grub. I'm just being funny. You know I wouldn't leave my booth unattended for any reason. This is my territory. I got to stake and claim hold of it. Pitch, strike one, that's no one count on. He's the Sacramento catcher. Brendan Yawn, who is looking to do something for the Heat. 1 on, 1 out, no score, second inning. Yen into a stretch. 0-1 to Yawn. Swung on his guide to center. This is trouble. Center fielder in pursuit. He's going to let the ball fall and it squirts away. Kind of takes a free hop somewhat. Throw comes into second. So stopping on third is Nelson. So Sacramento has runners at the corners. Still 1 away. Connor Lane steps into the box now for Sacramento. So I guess, it's interesting. I talked to our stadium DJ and stadium announcer, the Seagull player who elects to be anonymous. I asked him, those 2 announcers that replaced me yesterday, were they kind of like the second coming of Dion? And he was like, I'll tell you more in just a sec. Here's the stretch. The pitch to Connor Lane, trail runner goes, it is a strike, third to second base, right on the bullseye. See you later, alligator! 2 outs, but staying put on third is Nelson. The latest offering was a called strike, we'll say. I guess what our stadium DJ said is that they were saying things that were comparable to what was foretold by Katy Perry on her CD Teenage Dream. The pitch fouled off, strike 2. 0-2, yeah, I can't believe it's like, are you kidding me? I actually have a copy of that CD entitled Teenage Dream by Katy Perry, and some of that stuff she says, some of those lyrics are taboo for a sportscast. 2 strikes on Lane, as it's Nelson still on third. Yen into a stretch. Here it comes, low and away, 1-2. Lane still behind in the count. This time 1-2 outside. Lane defensively patrols second base for Sacramento. The stretch by the right-hander Yen. 1-2 to Lane. Strike 3 swinging, and that leaves the runner on third. After 1.5, still no score. We're heading to the bottom of the second inning in just a moment as it's Ben Miller on the mound. They're playing that number, the Scooby-Doo theme, the latest time we were in commercial. Here comes Jack Thompson, who's defensively at third base. Davies, the hot corner. It's going to be 6, 7, and 8 for San Francisco. Second inning, there is no score. The Seagulls left 2 runners aboard in the first inning, but here in the second inning, Sacramento had a runner on third, but failed to bring him in. I like that. Oh yeah, Power Rangers is Thompson's walk-up number. Oh, that is cool. Oh yeah, I love the Power Rangers rally song. That was awesome. Pitch to Thompson, ground ball, foul to right, strike one. Dude, that was enough to fire up my engines and get my cylinders going. That is a good choice for Thompson's walk-up number. The Power Rangers rally song. Cool, man. One strike on Thompson. Of course, I didn't hear much of it until I just heard it last second. 0-1 to Thompson. Outside low, ball one. A ball and a strike on the Seagull third baseman, Jordan Williams, on deck. The motion and the 1-1 for Miller. Downstairs, 2-1. Like I said, I'll be back on the saddle tomorrow at 3 o'clock when the Seagulls and Heat play each other for a doubleheader right here. 2-1 pitch to Thompson's. Tapler foul, kind of checked his swing, somehow bat mat ball, and it was foul tip. 2-2. Jack Thompson is going to look to generate some offense. Still early, it is 0-0. Miller ready, 2-2. Low and away, full count. So Thompson open for base hitter, ball four. Miller into his motion. Here comes the payoff. Swinging, he couldn't hold up. Foul tip, strike three, or is it? I don't know. Yeah, it was foul tip into the catcher's glove, so I had to wait for an indication. I was pretty sure, but I had to confirm with the home plate umpire, so it just went away.
Now batting, second baseman, number 7, Jordan Williams.
I love Jordan's walk-up number. Bad girls, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? The Cops theme. That theme song from Cops has become an American institution. Here comes the motion, or soon to be the motion by Miller. It's pitch to Jordan Williams. It is taken inside corner for a strike on one. Yeah, I can't believe that. That number, the Cops theme has become very much like an, I'll tell you more, the pitch. Swing the line to the right field, it's going to be, does Slifer, does he have it? I don't know. It falls in front of him, so that is going to be declared a bloop single to right, just beyond the dive of the right fielder.
Now batting, the catcher, number 22.
Timmy Fishboat, who is the catcher for San Francisco. Williams on first, still one away. Again, like the Cops theme. Wow, if I got $1 for every time I heard that number, I'd have enough money to save up for a Dion rendition of a virtuoso week-long vacation. The pitch to Fishboat, strike one straight down the middle, 0-1. Can't believe it. It's like, wow. So the Heat infield double play depth. If the Heat turn a pair, then that will retire the side. But not going to be easy with Williams on first. He's fast. Throw to first. Not in time. All I got to say is, like I said, the Sacramento Heat determined not to allow the Seagulls to lock up a playoff spot at their expense. Left-hander ready. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Took a hack at a low insider and shot a blank. 2 strikes on Seagull catcher. So it's Jordan Williams, the runner on first base, with 1 down here in the second inning, as Miller works from the stretch, checks first, and deals the 0-2. It is outside. 1-2. So you see what Fishboat does here. Yeah, might as well. Fishboat, that sounds like, of course, I had some fish and chips for lunch last Sunday. It was delicious. 1-2, there goes Jordan. It is swinging a pop left side. The runner has to retreat. Third baseman, foul territory. He is, Tim Banks, our cameraman and director, that was coming his direction. I gotta say, he was just 2 feet away from where the ball was going. So I gotta say, Tim Banks, I hope you catch the next one that comes your way. Maybe I should have brought a glove to the park. But then again, I didn't bring a glove, so what am I thinking? Stretch by Miller. Here comes the throw to first, not in time. I can't believe it's like, I insist Tim Banks brings a glove to the park, but then again, I did not bring a glove, so what was I saying? I was like, whoopsie, that was a goof on my part. I messed up, my bad. Here comes the 1-2. It is signaled flipper foul left side toward the parking lot, still 1-2. All right, Seagulls looking an inch closer to the playoffs. I know that of course, other action tonight. The Medford Rogues played the South Bay Storm in Oregon. That game kicked off tonight at 6:35. Of course, there are two non-conference games in the docket. Stretch, 1-2. It is in the dirt, 2-2. Of course, I will say that the Puff Caps play the Yuba Sutter Gold Sox in Marysville. That game starts tonight at 7. And finally, the top speed baseball team plays the San Rafael Pacifics in Albert Park in San Rafael. That game started earlier tonight at 6:35. 2-2, there goes Jordan. Swing a lifter foul. So once again, Jordan has to retreat. So all I got to say is, in the event that there are top speed fans listening to me on mobile devices or whatnot from Albert Park in the Speedos encounter against the Pacifics, I look forward to seeing you all once the postseason comes around. That's right, I'll be broadcasting top speed once again. That'll be 7 Earth cycles from now when the Speedos play Game 1 of the finals, Friday at 1 o'clock from the College of Marin Kentfield baseball diamond. Comes the 2-2. It is inside. I believe the count is 3-2. Yeah, what's the count? A? And that's 3-2. Yeah. I was saying, looking at the umpires in here, what's the count? A? 3-2. 1 away. It's official open for base hitter ball 4. Jordan on first. I wonder if Jordan will be attempting to steal again. Here's a stretch by the southpaw. Here there goes Jordan. Swinging a foul. So once again, Jordan has to retreat. I guess Jordan getting some interesting conditioning, running from first to second and back. I guess that's a good way to get some exercise in the system. Something comparable to what would be seen as a Richard Simmons workout. That's nice. Yeah, good job there, Jordan. Good to get some nice, good exercise in your system. I know I did my Richard Simmons aerobics earlier today. Stretched by the southpaw. He throws first. He is safe. I can't believe it's like, dude, I can't believe Richard Simmons, where is he now? Of course, he had his heyday back in the 80s, but I think he's faded out of the spotlight. Where is that dude right now? Good question. I don't know. Miller ready. Here comes the payoff. Ball 4. Oh, it's a delayed strike call. That was fascinating. Here's Dirk Ryan. It's up to him to pick up Jordan Williams from first.
Dirk Ryan.
So it's going to be up to Captain Dirk to get some offense for the Seagulls. So yeah, let's go Captain Dirk. Yeah, Captain Dirk is kind of a spoof on one of the characters from, I think, was it Star Trek? Here's a stretch by the southpaw Miller. It's pitched to Captain Dirk. Strike 1, swinging 0-1. Captain Dirk is behind in the count 0-1. Dirk is defensively in left field for San Francisco. It's Jordan Williams, the runner on first, 2 down for the Seagulls. See what Captain Dirk does as far as the 2-out rally. Miller ready. Here's toward first. Not in time. Dirk was the number 9 batter in the Seagull lineup. He's behind 0-1. Miller ready. 0-1 to Captain Dirk. Upstairs. A ball and a strike on Ryan. Just so you know, Dirk is not related to the Express, although it would be extremely nice. One semi-fascinating fact about Nolan Ryan, alias the Express. He pitched in only 1 World Series as a relief pitcher for the 1969 Miracle Mets. There goes Jordan. Strike to swinging, and there's no throw. Dirk took a vicious cut, but shot a blank, and it's Captain Dirk behind 1-2, but Jordan steals second uncontested. So Captain Dirk is going to look to get a base hit and pick up Williams. He is capable. Of course, Williams will go at the crack of the bat. Captain Dirk looking to get some offense for San Francisco. Miller works from the stretch. 1-2 to Captain Dirk. Line drive to center field. Under at center fielder. He is going to make the play. So Jordan left on second. We've played 2 full. It is 0-0. We're heading to the 3rd inning here at San Bruno Park. It's going to be Jake Vujovic coming to lead off. He's defensively in right field for Sacramento. All right, so Jake Vujovic, however you pronounce his name, he's stepping in. It's going to be 8-9-1 for the Heat here in the 3rd. I will say that, what's the word? Well, it's difficult to say, really. I know that the Seagulls challenger, the Reno Rams, are off until Sunday. The motion by Yen, here it comes downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. I will say that the Reno Rams play top speed baseball for Twin Bills on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. The motion by Alan Yen, the pitch to Jake, and here it is. Inside, close, not quite in there, 2-0. But I will say the fact that the Seagulls' main challenger, the Reno Rams, are playing top speed baseball is really kind of doing the Seagulls a favor. Comes a 2-0 from Yen. It is on the outside corner, Frank called strike. 2-1. Of course, I know that the Rams Speedo series commences on Sunday, runs until Tuesday. 2-1 from Alan Yen. It is tried foul right side out of play toward the parking lot.
If you return that foul ball to the snack shack.
I will say that, I heard about that 16-inning thriller between the San Francisco Giants and the New York Mets at Oracle Park yesterday, where the Giants went on to edge the players from the borough of Queens 3-2 in 16 innings. The motion by Yen. Here comes the pitch to Jake, and it is strike 3 called, 1 away. Just to finish what I was saying, I've been praying to the maker of the universe that this contest right here not go 16 innings like that game between the Giants and the Mets yesterday. Of course, then again, according to Tim Banks, our director and cameraman, he says that the light fixtures here switch off automatically at 11 o'clock sharp. Pitch to Matt Smith, is fouled off. On. So, that's right. So, the odds of this game going 16 innings is pretty remote. Of course, 1 strike on Matt Smith defensively in center field. Of course, I will say that once the light fixtures switch off automatically at 11 o'clock p.m. 1 strike pitch, strike 2. So it's 2 strikes on Matt Smith. So in that sense, if this game goes 16 innings, it will be nothing short of a miracle. 2 strike pitch from Alan Yen. It is strike 3 called, 1 away to freeze him, 2 down. Backwards K.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the order, Sam Booth stepping in for the Sacramento Heat. Sam Booth up, 2 down, bases empty for the Heat. I guess maybe San Francisco Seagull fans could do a chant of beat the Heat. The motion and the pitch to Sam Booth outside. 1-0. Once again, 2 umpires officiating tonight's game. A field judge and a man behind the dish calling balls and strikes. Yen into his windup to 1-0 to Booth. Strike. So it's Booth with an even count. Here comes Yen into his windup. Here comes the 1-1 to Sam. Strike to a swing. No, I'll play it again, Sam. 1-2. Almost strikes Yen into his windup. Here it comes. Oh, plunk! That's a bit painful. So Booth takes that one for the team. Still 2 down here. Anthony Lucetti in the box. Alright, so Lucetti, who's on defense, he positions himself in foul territory. That's right. When Sacramento is on defense, Lucetti does nothing more than pray for his teammates. Isn't that obvious? I would say so. Yen into a stretch. He deals in there. Strike when outside corner. Stretch by Yen. He deals the 0-1. Swinging a pop-up third base side. Foul territory. He's going to have it. I reckon. Yes, sirree, Bob. And that will do it for the Heat here in the third. After 2.5, there is no score. Bottom of the third inning coming up in just a moment. It is still 0-0 as it's still Ben Miller on the pitcher's mound for Sacramento. Leading off for the Seagulls is going to be none other than Shane Wallace. 1, 2, and 3 for San Francisco.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 38, Shane Wallace.
I guess Shane Wallace figures for the Seagulls. It is happy days, and maybe the Fonz is in attendance. Dude, maybe I ought to get Henry Winkler's autograph. Miller into his windup, pitch to Shane Wallace. It is straight down the middle. No, my mistake. I take that back. The latest offering was pretty good, but the umpire said it was a ball. Maybe it was just a tad downstairs. Not by much, though. The 1-0 pitch from Miller. It is certainly a called strike that time around. 1-1. Here's Miller into his motion. The 1-1, swinging a ground ball down to first base. It's going to be fielded nice, clean, unassisted to put out. 1 away.
Now batting, number 36, Cole Gabrielson.
Here's Cole Gabrielson coming up with 1 away, and the base is unoccupied for San Francisco here in the third. No score as the Seagulls looking to maybe get their offense to ignite here. Yeah, put the key back in the ignition, so to speak. Miller ready here. Here it is, low and inside, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes on Gabrielson. Maybe as somebody at some point during this gig tonight, maybe they'll give you an idea of what scoop is between the Speedos and the Pacifics from Albert Park. 1-0 pitch to Cole Gabrielson, and inside 2-0. Yeah, that's right. The top speed baseball team is playing the San Rafael Pacifics at Albert Park. A rematch of a game that happened in mid-June. The 2-0 to Gabrielson, it is swinging a foul, strike one. So I know that in that epic kind of a contest between the defending GSCBL champions and the defending Pacific Association champions, the Speedos skunked the Pacifics 11-6. A summer collegiate team defeating an independent minor league team. Unprecedented. 2-on, upstairs 3-1. I can't believe it. Dude, that's reminiscent of that time in spring training a couple of years ago when the San Francisco Giants lost to the Sacramento River Cats during a spring training game from Rayleigh Field. 3-1. Strike two, full count. It's like the Sacramento River Cats defeated the San Francisco Giants during an exhibition game at Rayleigh Field in West Sacramento. The motion by Miller, payoff, inside. So what to Cole Gabrielson.
Now batting. Rush, shortstop number 17. Moody.
Kai Moody stepping in, and I recognize that walk-up number. Who doesn't? Okay, fine. What did the Pink Panther say when he stepped on an ant? Dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end. Here comes the pitch to Moody. It is taken inside for a ball, 1-0. Well, then again, look at me. I'm wearing pink tonight. Check out my pink leggings, my pink soccer jersey, my pink beanie. Dude, I'm giving the Pink Panther a run for his money, that's for sure. The stretch by Miller. The 1-0, swinging a drive to right field. He hammers it, right fielder under. He's going to make the play, and having to retreat is Gabrielson. 2 outs. Nice catch by Jake Vujovic for the second out.
Now batting. The designated hitter, number 3.
Felix Abuet, who is looking to, I can't believe it's like that Family Feud number. Yeah, Steve Harvey is definitely the Family Feud host to Family Feud hosts. Of course, I know Richard Dawson has his supporters. For first, so get back. Not in time. I can't believe it. It's like what's, Steve Harvey, he is a clown. I don't remember a Family Feud episode where I didn't laugh where Harvey was the host. The motion and the pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. Yeah, Steve Harvey, dude, he is a clown. One of the unique aspects about Steve Harvey is that he's able to make salty language sound clean. Of course, that's a good trait he has. Of course, he is king of comedy, so it's kind of a requirement to do such. Stretched by the left-hander Miller. Here it comes. D-right 2-0-2. See what Felix can do as far as living up to his billing as a cleanup batter. He's got no 2 count with Gabrielson on first base. 2 away for the Seagulls here in the 3rd inning as Miller works from the stretch. There goes one of the pitch. High, throw to second. Much too late. The ball's going to skims into center field, but staying put is Gabrielson. It was a ball, that latest offering. 1-2. Okay, let's see what Felix can do here. All hail King Felix. That's a homage to the ace of the Seattle Mariners pitching staff, yeah, Felix Hernandez. I think, didn't Felix pitch the first perfect game in Mariner history? 1-2, swinging a drive to center. The center fielder has plenty of room. He's going to catch it for the third out. Oh, dude. I guess evidently the runner thought there was 1 out, but in fact there were 2 outs, I guess. Well, irrelevant though. End of 3 innings. It is no score. Oh, dude, it's about time they played Demi Lovato. I was praying for that for the whole season. Thank you. My compliments to our stadium DJ. Kevin Fitzgerald to lead things off for Sacramento. We're in the fourth. It is 0-0. Alan Yen still on the pitcher's mound for San Francisco. It's going to be Fitzgerald, Furry, and Nelson. The 3, 4, and 5 batters due up for the Sacramento Heat here in the fourth. 3 innings down, 6 innings left to play. Here comes the motion by Yen. Here comes the pitch to Fitzgerald. Scramble on the first pitch to his left at second base. Squirts by him for a leadoff single. So Fitz gets aboard with a leadoff base hit. Yeah. Here comes Trey Furry coming up. He is the cleanup batter for the Sacramento Heat. I know I love to nickname Sacramento Sacramento. It's just, of course, that's. There's a former associate of mine at the office at my actual job who kind of nicknamed it that because I love to go on day trips to Sacramento. Here's the motion and the pitch. Inside. That was kind of course, the latest time I was in commercial, I was doing an attempt to lip sync to that Demi Lovato number. I forgot the name of it. I forgot the name of that number. It wasn't cool for the summer. I'd like to request that. Here it comes. So check swing, did he go? I'm not positive. He did not. It's a 2-0 count. I can't believe it's almost like, dude, I feel cool for the summer. It's almost like that's a perfect number, especially for a baseball game. Dude, for me, I could just, well, for me, Dion, your play-by-play announcer, I am cool for the summer. Third first, not in time, yeah. Feels like, dude, it's, I think I saw the video promoting that Demi Lovato number, cool for the summer. It is first rate. 2-0. Line on the ground to second base. Is going to squirt by to the 3-4 hole, and it's going to be a station-to-station single. So first and second, nobody down. Kind of a soft single to right. So it's Evan Nelson coming in now to bat. Now Yen pitched 3 scoreless innings and now is facing a small Sacramento threat here in the fourth. Like I said at the top of the show, the Sacramento Heat determined not to allow the Seagulls to lock up a playoff spot at their expense. That this is a 4-game set between Sacramento and San Francisco. 2 on, no outs. Yen into a stretch. Here's the pitch. Taking a tad high, 1-0 to Nelson. One ball, no strikes on Evan Nelson. Yen ready. He deals 1-0. Pop foul outside of play. Yeah, might as well. What's the word? Yeah, my bad. Maybe if he pops it up again, I'll just say infield fly, batter's out. Thinking last time I did that, I got a blank stare from the umpire, and it was like in his own nonverbal ways, it was like, did you really have to do that? And anyway, so it's striking the ball on Nelson. Yen into a stretch. He deals it upstairs. 2-1. Nelson with hitters count 2-1 as it's Fitzgerald on second, Furry on first. Nobody down. Sacramento with a small threat. Yen is ready. 2-1. Ball 3. A little high that time, not by much. 3-1, so it's Nelson ahead in the count. Brendan Yon is on deck. Yen ready. Here comes the 3-1. Inside corner, first right now, the count is full. So Yen is facing some trouble here. It's first and second, nobody down. Fourth inning, it is no score. Yen into a stretch. 3-2 payoff. Guide to center, under it, center fielder is going to wait for it. The roll the runner, take a gamble. Here's catch. He's going to stumble, throw. He's going to have to get down. Here's the throw to second base. He's going to have to play. He is safe. As runners advance on the catch. So it's a pretty healthy fly out for Evan Nelson.
Now batting.
A little bit like a sacrifice, somewhat.
And also your half-off batter of the game if he strikes out. All fans get half off on hot dogs and Polish.
All right, well, let's see. If Brendan Yon strikes out here, I'm getting myself some good tasting ballpark grab. Tasty. Second and third, Heat threatening here. One away as the infield is going to be halfway in for San Francisco. Of course, shortstop, second baseman deep, third baseman, first baseman in. Yan deals it, low and away, 1-0. So Yan with a 1-ball, no strike count on him. 1-ball, no strikes, 1 out as it's Fitzgerald on third, Furry on second. A base hit or a sac fly can give Sacramento Heat the first offense of tonight's game. The right-hander ready. Here comes the 1-0. It's fouled off. It's 1-1. So ball and a strike on the half-off batter. Dude, half off. It just came to my realization that I have only $3 in my wallet. Dude, I totally forgot to hit the ATM today. That was a goof on my part. Here's right-hander Yen. He deals 1-1. In the dirt, 2-1. Oh, dude. I guess you don't suppose Fitzgerald was bluffing. The ball was kind of kicked in front of the catcher Fishboat. No. Okay. 2-1 the count. So it is a 2-1 count on Brendan Yan. Connor Lane is on deck. Yen works from the stretch. And here's the 2-1. Ball 3. Well, first base is open. So it's a 3-1 count on Yan. Yen is now ready. 3-1 to Yan is upstairs. Ball 4. So what? Juices him up.
Now batting.
Here's Connor Lane to the box. Connor Lane, no relation to Lois. He is stepping in now for Sacramento. Sacks back with Heat. 1 away as Sacramento threatening here. In the fourth, it is 0-0, but the Heat have the bases jammed with 1 away. It looks like it appears that Zach Bell, the pitching coach, is going to trot out for a conference with Alan Yen. So all I got to say is, I'm visiting my aunt and uncle in mid-August. This aunt I hadn't seen since the Reagan administration. Well, forgive the politics, and I get to meet her husband, who was my uncle for the first time ever. They're both Dodger fans, so I'm gonna brush up my Dodger knowledge and maybe impress them with some knowledge about the Los Angeles Dodgers that maybe they were unaware of. And speaking of Dodgers, I heard this thing about how the 2 surviving members of the Beatles, Ringo Starr and Paul McCartney, played a de facto Beatles reunion concert at Dodger Stadium on Saturday, July 13th. They brought out some Beatles classics as well as some numbers which were done by both Ringo and Paul, the solo artists. You get the idea. Back to baseball. Connor Lane looking to get at least an RBI here. The stretch by Yen. He deals swing and a miss. 1 strike on the Sacramento second baseman. And now Yen works from the stretch. The 1 strike offering, swing and a foul, so it's 0-2.
Reminder to all fans, if you get that foul ball in the Turnpike Snack Shack, you do get a free piece of candy.
So no balls and 2 strikes on Lane. Sacks back with Heat with 1 away. Now Yen is ready. Here comes the 0-2. Swinging a foul tip, so he just got a piece and stays alive for now. Still 0-2 on Lane. So Yen maybe looking to squeeze that 3rd strike by Lane, although it's not going to be easy. It never is. I mean, of course, baseball is not easy. If it was, everybody in this universe would play it. Then again, for me, as a play-by-play announcer, this is a calling. Only 1 in about 6 figures worth of people in this universe obtain such a calling every level. 2-strike pitch again. Swing! Oh, wow, what a way for Yen to sit him down. 2 down, but the Seagulls not out of the woods yet.
Now batting.
Jake Vujovic. See what Jake can do here. Okay, dude, there was looks like there was a ball that came out of the field. I guess umpires called time to make sure that fan didn't interfere with any. We didn't see the baseball rendition of what happened with the Stanford band back in 1982. Stretch. Here comes the pitch to Jake. Strike called straight down the middle, 0-1. Yeah. If we witness the baseball rendition of what happened between Cal and Stanford at Memorial Stadium in '82, that would be a viral moment times 100. Here's a stretch by Yen. 0-1. Taking a tad high. 1-1. So Vujovic with an even count. 2 down, bases loaded for Sacramento here in the 4th. Yen works from the stretch. He deals it inside. So it's a 2-1 count on Jake. So we'll see what happens here. So Yen looking to work his way out of trouble here. Got 2 outs, bases empty. Oh, sorry, bases full. I was a bit off on my interpretation there. Yen into a stretch. Comes to 2-1. Low and away. So now a bad one here will give the Sacramento Heat the first tally of tonight's game. A base hit can do so as well. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. So you got to figure Yen's going to look to groove this next offering. All right. Here's Yen. He is now ready. 3-1 pitch. Swinging a foul tip. Full count. So the runners will go on this next pitch. VIP, very important pitch forthcoming. Jake Vujovic and the Heat open for base hitter ball 4. Runners will go. Okay, base runners. 3-2 payoff. Swinging a foul, so we'll do it again. Still a full count.
Kid picking up the foul ball, you do get a free piece of candy if you take it back.
So Yen and the Seagulls still facing some trouble here in the 4th. This is a full count. A bad pitch here will give the Heat the first tally of tonight's game. We'll see. Runners will go. Payoff again. Strike 3 called. This RBI chance is toast. And the Seagulls and Alan Yen have dodged a bullet. After 3.5, nothing. A nice way to play Best of Both Worlds by Hannah Montana. Back to baseball, it's going to be Jared Bannister to lead things off for the Seagulls here in the 4th.
Bannister.
Jared Bannister to lead off, followed by Jack Thompson and Jordan Williams. So Jared, I can't believe they're doing that little promotion between innings, just 10 seconds of the song. The motion for Miller's pitch inside 1-0. So the Sacramento Heat loaded the bases in the top of this inning, but failed to cash in. Then Miller delivers inside low 2-0. I can't believe I've actually had kind of a passion for lip singing. Of course, I do it in front of my bathroom mirror every morning, where basically I grab my MP3 player when I'm clad in a towel. I grab a hairbrush, turn on the MP3 player, and imagine myself. Here's a 2-out ball 3. And I imagine myself basically being like a professional rock and roll singer jamming to a specific number as a way to kind of get my cylinders going for the day. 3-0. Strike one, 3-1 count. I can't believe it's like that's kind of become my rite of passage, really. Where just after I do my morning routine, the rest of that ordeal. 3-1 the count on Bannister. Here it is inside. Oh, that was close to nicking him. Well, bottom line, that was a base on balls to Jared.
Now batting. Number 28, Jack Thompson.
Jack Thompson, who has that number, Hawaii 5-0 is his walk-up number. Yes, Jack Lord in attendance. Dude, that show was a classic, dude. I remember like the closing title sequence, like from Hawaii 5-0 when they had those men paddling in that little boat. That was a pitch to Thompson. Punches down back toward the mound. It's going to be fielded by Miller. Throw it quickly to first in time. One away. I can't believe it's like during the closing title sequence to Hawaii 5-0, they had this little video of some men paddling in a boat outside the rough waters of Hawaii.
Now that.
Remember that?
Number 7, Jordan Williams.
Jordan Williams coming up to bat now for the Seagulls. One away, it says Bannister on second base. So Jordan looking to get some offense for San Francisco. It is still 0-0 here in the fourth. Miller ready. He deals Jordan. It is inside. Let it hit him. Oh no, it did not hit him. That was achingly close to a plunk, but 1 ball, no strikes on the Seagull second baseman. Bannister on second, 1 away for the Seagulls here in the fourth inning. Miller deals, swinging a drive, right field. It's going to fall in for a base knock. Having to stop on third is Bannister, and Williams is going to try for second. My goodness! Talk about speed. Jordan gave the Roadrunner from Warner Brothers a run for his money.
Now batting, the catcher. Number 22.
Timmy Fishvote has Brady Bunch as his walk-up number. Okay, here's one for you. One time, one of the elders of my church gave me this little analogy from Brady Bunch where Mr. Brady looked at one of his adopted daughters and said, "Do you like it when people tattletale on you?" "No." "Then why do you tattletale on others?" "'Cause that's fun." Fishvote in the box, second and third, 1 away for the Seagulls here in the fourth. The stretch, the pitch, swinging a foul, strike one. I guess what this elder was telling me was that, he was just trying to give me some advice, really, when I was doing this or that. Well, anyway, 1 strike on Timmy Fishvote. Seagulls with a threat here. Infield halfway in for the Sacramento Heat. Here's the stretch, the 0-1, swing and a miss, and it's Fishvote behind, 0-2. So it's a no-2 count on the Seagull catcher. Now here's Miller, he is now ready. 2-strike offering, swing and a ground ball. This is going to be first. He's going to peg to the dish. He's going to get this safe, bullseye. Catcher lost track of the ball. I guess the first baseman Nelson pegged it to yawn at the dish, but he failed to tag Bannister. So the Seagulls hit the scoreboard first. First and third, still 1 out. So Fishboat safe on first, and is stopping on third is Williams. Still one out. This is Dirk Ryan in the box. Let's see what Captain Dirk does for the Seagull offense to give them a crooked number. Like I said, I'll be back on the saddle tomorrow at 3 when the Seagulls and Sacramento play each other for a doubleheader that'll commence tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. First and third, one out. Captain Dirk looking to give the Seagulls a crooked number. Miller ready. He deals. Low and inside, 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes on Captain Dirk. Williams on third. Fishboat on first. Of course, a sac fly is possible with Williams 90 feet away. Miller ready. Here's the step off, and all right. Seagulls on top 1-0. Like I said, Seagulls hit the scoreboard first here in the 4th inning. Now here's Miller. He is now ready. He goes, runner goes, a bunted foul left side. It's a red squeeze play, but it somehow was fouled to the left, I guess. Williams was breaking for the dish, and I guess, well, all I got to say is to execute the squeeze play, that is a definite gamble, but oftentimes when you roll the dice, you come up with boxcars, and see if Captain Dirk can execute that right now. I wonder if the squeeze play will be executed again. Stretched by Miller. Here it is. He swings one, shoots a blank. 1-2. Captain Dirk behind in the count, 1-2.
Ground ball to second.
So one away, first and third for San Francisco here in the 4th. Stretched by Miller. 1-2 to Captain Dirk. Runner goes upstairs, throw to second. It is Pickle, and the runner's going to break for there. So get down, dude. He is. Oh, he's nailed. Too bad. 2 down. It's a 2-2 count on Captain Dirk. As stopping on second is Fishboat. So it's a 2-2 count on Captain Dirk. A base hit can theoretically pick up Fishboat, but Fishboat is a catcher, so you don't expect him to be much of a runner. Stretched by Miller. 2-2 to Captain Dirk. Swinging a foul, so still 2-2. Alright, so it's a 2-2 count on Captain Dirk. A base hit can theoretically give the Seagulls another insurance run. Stay tuned. Miller ready. 2-2 once again to Captain Dirk. Ground ball to short. It's going to be backhanded. He takes a throw to quick release first. He gets him, so that will do it for the Seagulls as the Heat keep the damage to a minimum. At the end of 4, it is San Francisco leading 1-0.
Real estate.
We're heading to the 5th inning in just a moment. I can tell that Alan Yen has pitched a gem through 4 innings so far. Like I said before, when I say Alan Yen is pitching a gem, I am not referencing Barbie's punk rock sister.
More information.
Matt Smith, the lead things off for the Sacramento Heat, of course, but even so, Sacramento left-handed pitcher Ben Miller has been just as troublesome to the Seagulls. Of course, it's a close contest. It's 1-0 Seagulls, but the Heat looking to reply to that one spot by the Seagulls. Here comes motion by Yen. The pitch to Matt Smith, swing and a foul, strike one. Three Smith, Booth, and Luchetti, 9-1-2 for the Sacramento Heat here in the 5th. 4 innings down, 5 innings left to play. Yen into his windup. Here comes the 0-1 to Matt Smith. Smith pulls back inside, 1-1. Dude, it's almost like, this has been a very fabulous contest. Here comes the 1-1 from Yen. It is chop foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Smith. So Smith is defensively in center field for Sacramento.
Turned in for a free piece of candy.
If somebody get me a baseball, I could use a free piece of candy. The motion by Yen, 1-2 to Smith, outside. So it's an even count of 2-2. So I'll be back here on Bay Area Sports TV tonight, tomorrow afternoon, Sunday night, and Monday night. That's like Seagulls baseball at its finest. 2-2 from Yen to Smith. It's fouled off, so it's a 2-2 count still. Yeah, still. Still a 2-2 count on Smith. Now Yen goes into his windup. 2-2 once again to Matt Smith downstairs. So the count is now full. So Smith and the Heat hoping for either base hit or ball 4 here. Seagulls on top 1-0. Yen ready. Here's the 3-2 payoff. Trips his back and grounds it down to third base. Nice scoop. Here's full across the diamond. Nice dig. Oh, give me some cheesecake. That was a bounce throw from third base at Thompson at third. And nice dig by Bannister. Oh, boy. That will get them some glimpses from all the Major League scouts that are in attendance tonight. Sam Booth in the batter's box now. So 1 out. Back to the top of the Sacramento lineup. So Sam Booth, who's defensively in left field, 1 away. All right, so Booth looking to generate some offense for the Heat. Yen into his motion. Here comes the pitch to Sam Booth. Fly ball, shallow right, first pitch. The right fielder has room. He's going to make the play. Nice play by Cole Gabrielson for the 2nd out. Anthony Luchetti in the box. When I think about Booth, I thought, the founder of the Salvation Army. That reminds me, I got to run down to the Salvation Army thrift store to get myself a skater dress. I've been looking for one of those. Anthony Luchetti comes up to bat now. 2 down, bases empty for the Heat here in the 5th inning. Game is 1 out away from being official. Yen ready. Here comes the pitch to Anthony. It is on the outside corner for a called strike. Yes, Alan Yen has looked as cool as a cucumber out there on the pitcher's mound. He's been masterful out there. He is good. First-rate pitcher. I'm guessing he'll probably pitch in the pros one day. The motion by Yen. Here comes the pitch to Luchetti. It is low and inside, 1-1. But the way Alan Yen was able to end a bases-loaded threat by Sacramento in the 4th, that was definitely a game changer. The motion by Yen. Here comes the 1-1 to Luchetti. It is outside corner, strike 2. Oh, I can't believe, like I said, for Yen to defuse a bases loaded threat in the 4th, that is going to get him a chance to be drafted in the MLB amateur draft later in life. I don't know when though, if ever. Now Yen is ready. 1-2 offering. Chop a pass him out to second base. Nice. Oh, he boots it. My goodness. Chopper right past the reach of Yen, and the second baseman Williams had a boot, so the inning rolls on for now. Here's Kevin Fitzgerald stepping into the batter's box now. Still 2 outs. So light fixtures have been switched on here. And like I said at the top of the show, those light towers here at this facility, they switch off automatically at 11 o'clock sharp. Can't believe it's like, that's why the likelihood of this game going 16 innings is pretty remote. Of course, I mean, like I said, that game between the Giants and Mets at Oracle Park last night. The pitch, take an eye for a ball, 1-0. So that game between the Giants and the Mets at Oracle Park that went 16 innings for the Gents went on to defeat the New Yorkers 3-2. Of course, I listened to 10 innings of that contest and I just switched it off and just hit the sack. Here it is, outside 2-0. I can't believe it's like after 10 innings, I was like, that's all, folks, and I just decided to call it a night. 2 balls and no strikes on Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald is defensively the shortstop for the Heat in tonight's game. Yen into the stretch. The 2-0. Ball 3. So 3 balls and no strikes on Fitzgerald. Well, a walk here will put runners on first and second for the cleanup man, Trey Furry. Yen ready, the 3-0. Skied to right on a 3-out pitch. Right fielder Gabrielson puts it away. So after 4.5, the game is now official. It is San Francisco leading 1-0. Heading to the bottom of the 5th inning in just a moment. It's 1-0 Seagulls. It's Ben Miller still on the mound for Sacramento. Now, Alan Yen, the Seagulls starting pitcher, has pitched 5 score this inning so far, as Yen has been masterful against the Sacramento hitters. Although Sacramento left-handed hitter Ben Miller has been just as troublesome to the Seagulls sluggers, as it's up to Miller to keep this game close.
Leading off for the Seagulls, number 38. Shane Wallace.
Shane Wallace. It's 1, 2, and 3 to out for San Francisco here in the 5th inning. The Spider-Man theme. I like that. It's old school Spider-Man theme. Pitch Wallace taking on the outside corner for a strike. I kind of recognize that theme. It was when I used to watch Spider-Man when I was a little kid. That's a cartoon rendition of Spider-Man. The motion and the 1 strike pitch is taken inside, 1-1. So a ball and a strike on Shane Wallace. Now the left-hander Miller into his motion. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2, straight down the middle, 1-2 on Shane. Wallace is the center fielder for the Seagulls on defense. He is behind 1-2. The left-hander Miller ready. He deals it. Swinging it, lined over short. Oh, give me some cheesecake. A drive to left center for a base hit. Wallace, after a long turn, decides to best stay put. Lead-off single.
Now batting, number 36,
Cole Gabrielson, who had the final defensive putout in the top of the fifth, coming up to bat in the bottom of the fifth. As far as these TV themes that are being piped in by a stadium DJ, some of them I recognize, some of them I don't. But if I do recognize them, I just acknowledge them, really. Here's Miller. He is ready. Gabrielson comes squaring to bunt, toward first. Not much in time. That was kind of a lob toss. Kind of like a... Okay, I guess a lob toss is almost never going to nail a runner. That's a fact. Here's Gabrielson. He's squaring to bunt as Miller delivers. Bunted, first baseline. It's going to roll. Oh, dude. Oh, yeah, dude, he's safe. Did he step out of the base path, though? I don't think so. Well, the umpire says that Gabrielson validly eluded the tag and stayed in the base path, kind of that 40-foot lane between first. Anyway, first and second, nobody out. Kai Moody in the box. So the Seagulls looking to get some much coveted insurance here. It's 1-0 San Francisco, but the Seagulls are aware that it is a very delicate lead. Kai Moody up. First and second, nobody out. I guess there's a man walking his dog on the field. Dude, there's a game being played. There's no reason to walk your dog on the diamond, dude. I guess this man walking his dog was causing what could be defined as a human rain delay, although it didn't last too long, though. All right. All right, so back to baseball, I believe. First and second, still no outs. Here's the stretch by Miller. Here comes the pitch to Moody. Runners go! Pitch is foul to 3-1. Attempted double steal, but it was a foul tip. Oh. So the runners have to retreat. But one interesting thing to note is that one time there was this girl who attends, I think it's either Redwood High School or Drake High School, either case in Marin County. She was asking me, Dion, there's much more player transition in this day and age versus like 40, 50 years ago. And I was able to explain to her a little concept behind that. Stretch, the 0-1 runners bluff. Strike two called 0-2. Of course, I looked at her and said, you know, back in the 50s and 60s, there was free agency did not exist. Because this girl was saying to me, well, because in that era, it was like they were born a Boston Red Sox or died a Boston Red Sox. It was like free agency didn't exist then. The runners go again. High. Throw to third. Oh, he's nailed. The lead runner was nailed stealing third, but the trail runner stole second uncontested. Well, one out, but I was just able to explain to this girl saying, you know, before the advent of free agency, in order to look at a player and say you can take my $4,000 or go back to the real world. 1-2 to Moody. It is fouled off, out of play, still 1-2. And this girl chuckled when I said $4,000 because she said to me, Dion, they make $4,000 a minute today. I was like, well, yeah. Of course, yeah. It's a different era back then. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Moody. Stretched by Miller. He deals it inside. So it's a 2-2 count. So one away, one around second base and Gabrielson. Masek can still give the Seagulls an insurance fund as well as a crooked number. Miller ready. Here comes the 2-2. It is swinging a ground ball down to second base to his left. To second, he has to come for the shutout, and he does so in plenty of time. And stopping on third is Gabrielson. 2 away.
Now batting, number 3, Felix Alvarez.
Felix Alvarez, the designated hitter, was the Andy Griffith Show as his walk-up number. I can't remember the opening title sequence to the Andy Griffith Show with Andy Griffith as well as that man, I'm guessing it's his dad, with fishing poles in their hands. Is that it? Pretty sure. Not sure. Here comes the pitch to Felix. Way outside, 1-0. 2 outs. Gabrielson on third base. Hits a stretch. The southpaw deals. Swing and a miss. So the count runs even at 1-1 to Felix. Miller shakes up one. Now he gets what he likes. Here comes the 1-1 to Felix. Oh, just off the plate. 2 Inman. So it's hitter's count on Felix, the cleanup man for San Francisco. A base hit can play to run. Gabrielson 90 feet away. 2-1. So that was in there. Strike 2. What a way to freeze Felix. An even count once again. 2-2. Stretch by the southpaw Miller. 2-2 to Felix. Downstairs. Full count. So Felix open for base hitter, ball 4. Base hit can play to run. Ball 4 will put runners at the corners. So it's up to Felix to generate some offense for San Francisco. He is the cleanup man looking to live up to his role. Miller into a stretch. 3-2 payoff. Swing and oh no, that's okay. I was pretty inept with my assumption there. That was downstairs offering. I thought Felix would take a hack, but my goodness, I was way off the bullseye. So runners at the corner is still 2 outs. Okay, that was a goof on my part. That's probably going to make the ESPN not top 10 plays of the week. I could have sworn I thought Felix was going to take a hack at that pitch because that pitch looked very tempting. I was like, come on, Felix, I could have swung at that. If I swung at that, I would hit the ball out towards the softball diamond in dead center field, and I'd be saying 4-baser, capital letters. All right, so back to baseball in just a moment. It's first and third, still 2 down as it's Jared Bannister in the box. We'll see. I mean, the Seagulls still with a threat here. It's 1-0 San Francisco, but the Seagulls looking to generate some breathing room with one swing by Bannister. The southpaw Miller is ready. Here comes the offering to Bannister. A swing right down the foul. My goodness, that was borderline close. 1 strike on Jared. And now here's Miller. He works from the stretch. Here's the 0-1 to Bannister. And a swing to Chopper down to second base. That's going to be Scupio taken on assisted to leave 2 out there. So at the end of 5, Seagulls 1, Heat not on the board. what a night to be playing the Beverly Hillbillies theme. Sixth inning here at San Bruno Park, 1-0 San Francisco. It's up to the Sacramento Heat to reply to that one spot by the Seagulls in the fourth. Anyway, here comes Traefer, 4, 5, and 6 for Sacramento here in the sixth inning. Traefer, yep. How come this game very much in doubt? Is it still Alan Yen on the pitcher's mound for San Francisco? Yen has been masterful through 5. The motion by Yen. Here comes the pitch to Furry. It is popped up on the first pitch as high as the torch on the Statue of Liberty, foul territory, and Bannister puts it away for the first out of the frame. One pitch, one away. Evan Nelson comes up to bat now for the Sacramento Heat. So see Evan Nelson up. Well, anyway, this game is still a nail-biter here. We'll see. Nelson up, looking to generate some offense for the Heat. Now Yen gets the sign from Fishvote. He soon shakes on one. Now he gets what he likes. Here comes the pitch to Evan Nelson. It is straight down the middle. That is a strike on the changeup. 0-1. One strike on Nelson. Brendan Yawn, the half-off batter, is on deck. Now Yen wheels and deals the 0-1. It is a strike called. What a way for Yen to locate, and it's Nelson in an 0-2 hole. And now Yen is ready. The 2-strike offering. It is in the dirt. Ball skips between the legs of Fishvote, the catcher, and it's a 1-2 count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, as Sacramento has been held off the board so far in tonight's game. Yen ready. 1-2 pitch to Nelson, swinging a foul. So Nelson stays alive for now. In the 6th, it's a 1-run difference separating these two teams, but even so, the Seagulls enter tonight's game with a magic number of 3 for the final playoff spot in conference. I could easily visualize San Francisco becoming a team with nothing but a title. 1-2 from Yen, and a swing and a foul, so we'll do it again. I could see the Seagulls overtaking top speed and claiming the 2019 Golden State Collegiate Baseball League Championship. Of course, odd thing, before the season got off the ground, I said that to Kaviglia, said I could visualize the Seagulls winning it all this year. 1-2, swinging around ball routinely short. Nice field by shortstop, and he's a nice peg to first. One assist by Kai Moody to retire Nelson for the second out.
Now batting, number 40. Brendan Yawn.
Brendan Yawn. Isn't he the half-off guy? Oh, well, I guess. Don't matter. 2 down as it's Brendan Yawn, who's defensively the catcher for Sacramento in tonight's contest. So, well, the Seagulls have definitely had some welcome surprises for their guests. Here comes the offering to Yawn. It is skied to left center. That's going to be in that gap. It's going to fall in for a base hit. It's going to skip to the extreme part of the yard. There goes Yawn chugging into second. This is the coast there into second base with a 2-out double. Yawn was, it's a catcher, so not much of a base runner. It would have been a triple if it was like the leadoff man socking that one to left center field, especially that deep. Connor Lane in the box, as it's up to him to maybe get a base hit and provide the Heat with the equalizer with one swing by Lane. The equalizer is on second base, and he will go on contact. Here's Yen. He works from the stretch. Here comes the pitch to Lane. It is skied to right center field. He got under too much. Right fielder and center fielder in pursuit. It's going to be a nice catch in center by Wallace to leave that runner on second. So after 5.5, it is the Seagulls ahead 1-0. What a night to be playing the Indiana Jones theme. That is a classic thriller of a theme. Way to go. Sorry, I had kind of a bit of a sneezing fit the latest time I was in commercial. Jack Thompson to lead things off. In case you just joined us, the Seagulls lead the Heat 1-0 as the outcome of this contest very much in doubt. Thompson, Williams, and Fishvote do up facing southpaw Ben Miller. Miller into his motion. Here comes the pitch. Low and outside, 1-0. Momoto strikes Jack Thompson.
Jack, starts off.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Thompson. It is lined up the middle. It's going to be through. A base hit to center field for Thompson. So it's a leadoff single.
Now batting, number 7, Jordan Williams.
Jordan Williams up. I had to dig into my tote bag for my nose drops. I was a bit congested there. Thompson on first, Williams in the box with nobody down for the Seagulls. It's Miller into a stretch. He deals, taken inside, 1-0. Momoto strikes on Jordan. Thompson on first with nobody down for the Seagulls. Seagulls ahead 1-0 here in the 6th inning. Miller deals swing up. I was once again assuming he'd swing, but he didn't. That was a goof on my part. Well, I can almost never interpret whether a batter's going to pull the trigger or not. 2-0. Swings away. Well, he certainly swung on that latest pitch and fouled it to the right. 2-1. Yeah, my apologies if I sound congested here. It's almost like, dude, these biggest allergies have been in a surging blitz, and it's come into the summertime. Here's the 2-1. Swinging a foul right side out of play. 2-2, I guess. Like I said, in springtime, there was the pollen apocalypse that seemed to strike the Bay Area, especially my neck of the woods in Marin County. It's almost like, yeah. Of course, last spring was pretty frigid, particularly in the Bay Area. Well, it's 2-2 the count on Williams. Left-hander Miller is ready. He deals inside, full count. So all I gotta say is, someone actually said the coldest winter I ever spent was in spring in Marin County. Well, there's a lot of truth to that saying, especially how last spring it was pretty frigid. Stretched by Miller. 3-2 payoff. Swing liner in left field, base hit. Oh, give me some cheesecake. Now the Seagulls have goals on the pond. Still no outs. Timmy Fishvote in the box. Of course, if you think I sound congested, well, there was a time when I happened to notice this NFL referee, when he would get on his microphone to explain the pantomime of a penalty, he actually had laryngitis, so when he spoke, he was pretty raspy. So that was the first time I'd ever heard a referee speak in front of a sold-out stadium with a voice that was very out of sync. So of course what I have here is small potatoes compared to that referee that explained penalties on his wireless microphone with a voice that was pretty inept. All right. Timmy Fishvote in the box. First and second, nobody down for the Seagulls. See, comes the pitch to Fishvote. Ball, that's a strike. Oh boy. That was squared him up, pulled back, and then it was on the plate. No balls, one strike on the Seagull catcher. Miller is ready. He's looking to bunt. Here it comes. Bunts it down toward Miller. He's going to pounce on it. Has to come for the sure out at first. Quickly release. He gets him. A 1-4 sacrifice. Now the Seagulls have an opportunity here. Second and third went away. Good sacrifice by Fishvote.
Now batting, number 20, Tyler Bryant.
Maybe I ought to make a request to our stadium DJ. Hey, why don't you play Gilligan's Island? I would like to make a request for Gilligan's Island. That'll be my sole request tonight at Gilligan's Island. Here's a stretch. Pitch to Captain Dirk. Swing and a miss. Now, Captain Dirk Ryan with 1 strike on him. Second and third, 1 away for the Seagulls here in the 6th inning. Seagulls with a 1-0 advantage here. Miller works from the stretch. 0-1 to Captain Dirk. Cut on the miss, and it's no balls and just 2 strikes on Captain Dirk. Well, Dirk is in an 0-2 hole. Yeah, Captain Dirk. See what Captain Dirk does here. Yeah. Let's go, Captain. Here's the southpaw stretch. 0-2 to Captain Dirk. It's fouled off to the screen and it's still 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes still on Captain Dirk. Like a Seagulls with a threat here, second and third, 1 away. On deck is Shane Wallace as Miller steps off the slab. Now gets back on it just as quickly. Stretched by Miller. 0-2 once again to Captain Dirk. In the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So it's Seagulls with an opportunity to obtain some insurance and breathing room. 1 and 2 on Captain Dirk. As it's Thompson on third, Williams on second, and Basic can probably plate them both. 1-2 to Captain Dirk. Swing and a miss, and I guess Captain Dirk was converted to Captain Crunch. 2 outs, but Seagull still threatening. Shane Wallace looking to pick up the run.
Now batting, number 38, Shane Wallace.
Well, if the Seagulls squander this opportunity here, the Sacramento Heat could see that as a chance to exploit something, but we'll see. All right, so it's Wallace up with Thompson on third, Williams on second. A base hit will definitely score them both. Comes pitch to Wallace. Low and away, 1-0. Well, first base at the moment is open. Even after this, we got 3 more innings left to play here. Now left-hander Miller is ready. 1-0. Strike called straight down the middle, 1-1. All right, so it's an even count on the Seagull center fielder. Here's the southpaw. He's ready, that being Miller. The 1-1 offering, swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Well, here's a little known thing for you. The longest pitchers duel in All-Star game history happened at the Oakland Coliseum back in 1987 when it was a scoreless deadlock through 13 innings. And I was at that game. Honest. 1-2. Oh, a plunk! That's the way to take one for the team on a 1-2 count. Sacks packed with Seagulls. Here's Cole Gabrielson up. Still 2 outs.
Now batting, number 36, Cole Gabrielson.
Well, it's a visit to the pitcher's mound. Is there activity in the Sacramento Heat bullpen? All right, well, looks like it appears Ben Miller has served his purpose. We're going to see a new pitcher coming in from the Heat bullpen. I'll give you his name in just a sec. It is Brian Baker, no relation to Dusty. All right, so we're going to, anyway, it looks like a new pitcher coming in, and I will step aside for commercial. Back with more after this with your Seagull baseball coverage via Bay Area Sports TV. Ryan Baker on the mound for Sacramento. He is a Cameron Park, California resident, just completed his sophomore year at Folsom Lake College. Bases loaded with 2 down. This is up to Baker to defuse this threat. But one swing by Cole Gabrielson will give the Seagulls some much coveted insurance and breathing room. We'll see. Sacks packed with Seagulls, 2 down, Seagulls ahead 1-0. Baker deals to Gabrielson, taking high and tight, 1-0. Well, Cole has to be patient up there. It's easy to get cocky, especially with the bases loaded. The 1-0 from Baker is way outside 2-0. So Gabrielson has been rather patient up there, taking 2 offerings out of the zone. Kai Moody is the on-deck batter. The motion and the 2-0. Low and away. Now a bad one here will force in an insurance run. If I were in Gabrielson's shoes, I'd be taking all the way on this next offering. I'm guessing that Cole's thinking the same thing. 3-0. Low and away. So Locke Locke brings in a run. All right. 2-0 Seagulls. Still 2 down. Coming in to score that time is Thompson.
Now batting number 17, Kai Moody.
So Kai Moody looking to break this game open with 1 swing. Still 2 outs though. So bases jammed, still 2 down. Here comes the motion and the pitch to Kai Moody. A swing line to left side. Oh, give me some cheesecake. That's going to be in the alley. Third to third base is going to be well off the bullseye. Now the ball is going to skip out of beyond range. So 3 runs come across. Kai Moody, you're the man of the hour. The Seagulls lead this one 5-0.
Now batting number 3, Felix Aberette.
Oh, looks like Felix Aberette comes up. Well, I guess they're playing the number of the Flintstones, of course. Little known fact, just when I was at my job the other day, I guess when it was time to clock out, I jumped on pitch. Oh, dude! That was the most uncontested one. The pitch was an insider to Felix, 1-0. But I guess I was kind of working very much in the zone at my cubicle, and then I heard that bell go off, and I said, "Yabba dabba doo." 1-0. Downstairs 2-0. Then I left the office and was ready to head on back to my homestead that night. So Moody on third, 2 down, 2-0 on Felix. He deals it. Swing line drive, but foul. My goodness, boy, did Felix put a charge in that latest offering. 2 balls, 1 strike on the Seagull designated hitter. 5-0 Seagulls in the 6th. Seagulls take turn a 1-0 nail-biter into a 5-0 virtual rout. 2-1 in the dirt, 3-1. Yeah, I can't believe it. It's almost like, what's the word? The Seagulls looking to inch closer to the playoffs. They have a magic number of 3. Here's a stretch by Baker. 3-1. Swing line drive. Oh, give me some cheesecake. That's to the extreme part of left field. Oh, man. Go, Felix, go. A 2-out RBI double for Felix Aberette. 6-0 Seagulls.
Now batting number 10, Jared Bannister.
So it's still 2 outs. Jared Bannister up with Felix Aberette on second base. The stretch by Baker. Here it comes. Downstairs. I want to know. That latest theme song that was piped in, sounds familiar, but I have no clue off the top of my head what the title of that theme song is. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Here comes 1-0 to Bannister, and a swing and a miss. 1-1. So a ball and a strike on the Seagull first baseman. This is the 9th batter the Seagulls have sent to bat in this frame. Seagulls pretty much ran through their order. 1-1. Oh boy, skips away, and there goes Felix chugging into third. Bullseye. So one swing by Bannister can give the Seagulls 7, maybe 8. 6-0 Seagulls here in the 6th inning. All right, we'll see what Jared, rather. Felix, the winner on third. Well, Jared looking to pick up Felix. Baker ready. Here's the 2-on, ball 3, and it's, of course, even after Baker served up that 3-run double to Moody, of course, he was unable to stop the bleeding with Felix, and this time with Jared. Stretch. 3-1. Swing right on the line. Oh, skips by. Has to pick it up quickly. Oh, boy! That was a reckless throw from the hot corner. And Seagulls lead this one 7-0. Well, like I said, Seagulls unable to stop the bleeding.
Now batting number 28, Jeff Thompson.
Oh, yeah, Inspector Gadget. When I was a kid, I watched Inspector Gadget religiously. I'll tell you more in a sec. Here's the stretch. The pitch to Thompson in the dirt. Uh-oh, it's ball 1, I guess. This Sacramento, I'm trying to figure out something. I'm sounding like something which is a spoof on this message will self-destruct. Stretch the 1-0, ball 2. Yeah, it was almost like I was trying to figure out a spoof to that quote, this message will self-destruct, but I was unable to. Amazing. Here's stretch the 2-0, strike. 2 balls, 1 strike count on Thompson. Here's the stretch. The 2-1 to Thompson. Swing and a miss, and it's a 2-2 count. I was trying to figure out this message will self-destruct. Well, don't worry, Chief. I'm always on duty. Stretch. 2-2 to Thompson. Ball 3. So you got to figure that Jared's going to be going on this next offering. Full count. Baker ready, runner will go, 3-2 payoff, swing and a miss. Well, this Seagull rally will self-destruct. After half a dozen, it is 7-0 San Francisco. New arm on the mound for San Francisco as we head to the 7th. It's going to be right-handed hitter Jake Pizzo, number 30. So after 6 strong innings, Alan Yen is going to take a seat in the dugout and pray for the Seagull bullpen. So the Seagulls with a 7-0 advantage here as San Francisco is 9 defensive gems away from reducing their magic number from 3 to 2. Jake Buhovic to lead things off. He'll be followed by Matt Smith and Sam Booth. So Jake Buhovic is going to look to do something. It's 8-9-1 for Sacramento in the 7th. Pizzo ready. Here comes the offering to Jake. It is swing and a miss and a 0-1. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow when I get to do the same two franchises when they play a doubleheader right here Saturday afternoon starting at 3 o'clock. Pizzo ready. Here comes the offering to Jake. 0-1 downstairs. 1-1. Because I have no clue what the inning format is going to be for tomorrow's doubleheader. I'm pretty sure it's 9 and 7 though. No, I'm not sure. I'm sure Kamik be able to shoot me an email to let me know. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a foul right side out of play. Strike 2. Jake Vukovic behind the count. Okay, well, there's a broken window. Yes, somebody's going to be emptying their wallet. Yeah, it's almost like when the owner of that household finds out who broke his window, he's going to say, all right, empty those pockets. Stretch by Pizzo. Here comes the 1-2. Missed outside 2-2. Yes, fans are having a nice time here at the ballpark. It's a great place to be on a Friday night. Yeah, cool. Very cool. Pizzo ready. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Oh, give me some cheesecake. I'll swing and strike out. Here's Matt Smith to the box now for Sacramento. Matt Smith. Because I'm curious to know what the scoop is between the top speed baseball team and the San Rafael Pacifics. We'll see. I mean, that's just an exhibition game. I'd like to see the Speedos team the Pacifics again. That's what I would like to witness. Here comes pitch to Matt Smith. Outside corner for a strike. Now Pizzo is into the obligatory stretch. Here comes the 0-1. Strike 2. That was a foot away for Pizzo to freeze Smith on that latest pitch, and it's no balls and 2 strikes on the Sacramento center fielder. Now Pizzo is ready. The 0-2. Swinging a foul, so it's still 0-2. Alright, so 1 away. Bases empty for Sacramento here in the 7th. The Heat in the midst of a 7-run deficit here.
How you doing?
Sorry, Dan. Hey, I wanted to talk to you.
So it's 0-2 the count. Here comes the offering. It is ball skips to the backstop, and it's 1-2. So we'll see. I mean, it's up to Smith to see if the Heat can at least chip away at the Seagulls' 7-run cushion here. I know that the Seagulls scored once in the 4th and 6 times in the 6th. And it's, I guess, the Seagulls looking to make a statement going into the postseason, potentially. Seagulls looking to become a team with nothing but a title. I can visualize the Seagulls dethroning top speed baseball. Stretch. 1-2, it is strike 3 called on the outside corner. A backwards K.
Oh, okay.
Here comes Sam Booth to the box. Like I said before, Sam Booth is not related to the founder of the Salvation Army. Although there is this buddy of mine.
You're stupid kids, that's why.
Exactly.
He is a bell ringer for the Salvation Army, especially during Christmas time. He says he does that every year as of this volunteer initiative. This dude is retired now, and he does that every Christmas. A bell ringer for the Salvation Army. The pitch to Booth, bell tip, so 1-1.
Okay, I'll talk to him. I'll find
So it's no balls, 1 strike on the Sacramento left fielder. So I know that Jake Pizzo's looked pretty sharp in his relief appearance. He struck out the first 2 batters he's faced and is ahead 0-1 to Booth. Anthony Lucetti is on deck. Pizzo is ready. He deals the 0-1. Way out. Oh, that was as is foretold by Harry Doyle, just a little bit outside. Of course, I mean, speaking of Harry Doyle, I was just thinking about this, you know, if I was the mainstay play-by-play announcer for the Sacramento Heat, and I had Harry Doyle as my main role model, at this juncture of the contest, I will have guzzled at least half a bottle of tequila by now. 1-1, rounded right first. No, what a way to field that one and take it unassisted. But even so, at this point, I would be pretty inebriated if I had Harry Doyle as a role model and I was the voice of the Heat. 7th inning stretch time after 6.5. Seagulls head 7-zip. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up in just a moment as there's still Brian Baker on the mound for the Sacramento Heat, despite him being lit up in the 6th inning. Anyway, San Francisco leads their welcome guests by a score of 7-0.
Leading off for your Seagulls, number 7,
Jordan Williams to lead off. He'll be followed by Timmy Fishvote and Dirk Bryan, the steerage of the Seagull lineup here in the 7th inning, 7, 8, 9. So it's up to Jordan Williams to keep the Seagulls offense firing on all cylinders here. The motion by Baker, the pitch to Jordan into outside low, ball 1. So this could be a long shot, but if the Seagulls tally 3 or more times in the frame, they could enforce the mercy rule. The 1-0 pitch downstairs, 2-0. So, but there's more of a chance that they will not enforce the mercy rule. I mean, of course, the mercy rule is kind of at the discretion of the behind coach. 2-0, strike. 2-1 count on Jordan. Of course, I heard it through the grapevine. They're going to come out with this movie, Space Jam 2. 2-1 pitch. Check swing, but does he offer? He did. 2-2. Of course, it's LeBron James as the main subject. Of course, Michael Jordan was the main subject in Space Jam 1. Space Jam 2, it's LeBron James. 2-2. Reach for and grounded routinely to first. He'll scoop it and take it unassisted for the out. I can't believe it's like...
Now batting, number 22, Timmy Fishvote.
I can't believe it's like Popeye the Sailor Man theme as Timmy Fishvote's walk-up number. I can't believe it's like Timmy Fishvote in the box. I can't chuckle like Popeye does, but well, I cut me price too. The pitch ripped on the ground first, and then it's a bad pop. That was for the gag reel. So an error on first base.
Now batting, number 20, Dirk Bryan.
Dirk Bryan steps into the box now as the Smurfs theme is his walk-up number. Because people ask me, Dion, which Smurf do you resemble the most? That would be Smurfette. I'm definitely Smurfette. Dirk Ryan, yeah, Captain Dirk, who struck out his latest trip to the plate. Stretch by Baker at the pitch. Low and away, ball one. Warner on first base with one away still. 1 ball, no strikes on Captain Dirk. Here's the stretch. The 1-0 from Baker to Dirk. Inside, 2-0. Infield double play depth for the Heat. Here's the stretch by Baker. 2-0 pitch. Inside, 3-0. So it's Dirk being pretty patient up there. He's having to count 3 balls and no strikes. Baker ready. Here's the 3-0. Ball 4 in the dirt. First and second for San Francisco. Still 1 away. But yeah, my mistake. This is actually a pinch hitter.
Now batting, number 32,
Matt O'Mahony comes up to bat in place of Shane Wallace. So as Matt O'Mahony does in his first plate appearance of tonight's contest. Calls on the pond, first and second, 1 away. Baker is ready. Here comes pitch, Matt, swing and a miss. The ball's 1 strike on Matt O'Mahony. Now here comes Baker. He is now ready. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, a plunk, and that juices up the bases. Well, it's sacks packed with goals. Matt O'Mahony, you are amazing to take that one for the team. I salute you, Matt.
Now batting, number 36,
Cole Gabrielson. Up looks like the Sacramento Heat manager is going to trot out to the mound. Is this going to be a pitching change, or is this going to be just a plain old conference? Well, all I got to say is the Seagulls are making this contest very enjoyable for all the Seagull devotees that have come out to tonight's game. I guess they're going to stick with Baker, but for how long? It's getting a bit chilly out here. My goodness, it's a chilly place to play baseball, especially at night. It's kind of reminiscent of Candlestick Park. Sacks back with the Seagulls, 1 away. Here's Cole Gabrielson up with an opportunity to give the Seagulls a whole bunch of runs here. Motion by Baker at the pitch to Cole Gabrielson. And a straight liner. Oh, yeah, oh boy! Oh, give me some cheesesteak. A soft liner over second base to plate. Timmy Fishvote. Seagulls ahead 8-0. Whoa, what a way to place that one perfectly in there.
Now batting, number 17, Kai Moody.
Kai Moody in the box now. Just so everyone knows, I accept and embrace my inner majesty. So, sack still loaded, still 1 out. 8-0 Seagulls here in the 7th. Motion by Baker at the pitch to Kai Moody. And a swing and a foul tip. Yeah, that's right. I accept and embrace my inner majesty. One strike, the count on Kai Moody. Seagulls with a threat here. Bases jammed. 1 away. Seagulls did punch run across courtesy of that soft liner over second by Gabrielson a moment ago. Baker ready. He deals it. Low and away, ball 1. So I guess Baker comes in relief, especially in the 6th. Of course, he inherited, he gave up 6 runs, and in this frame he's been unable to stop the bleeding as it's a ball and strike on Kai Moody. Felix Abreuet on deck. Here comes ball 2. Just a sad low and outside the latest pitch. 2-1 on Kai. Moody is defensively at shortstop. He deals it. Ball 3. Low and outside, 3-1. So a bad one here will force across a run. Base hit or sac fly can do so as well. Baker kicks and fires high. Ball 4 forces in a run. Coming into the promised land is Dirk Ryan.
Now batting, number 23, John Murray.
John Murray, who's coming in to bat. Nice way to have the Looney Tunes theme as his walk-up number. Oh wow, bases jammed. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Baker ready. He deals the 0-1 pitch. High, ball 1. John Murray is in the box. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2 on John Murray. Just getting to my roster for John Murray. It's almost like well, John Murray is behind on the count. 1-2. The motion and the pitch to Murray. It is in the dirt. 2-2. An even count on Murray. Bases jammed. 1 away. 9-0 Seagulls. Here it comes. Swinging a pop-up on the infield. Oh boy, the pitcher is going to wait for it. That is a relatively routine catch by Baker for the second out. He says as high as the torch on the Statue of Liberty, and he was caught.
Now batting, number 32, Neil Sterling.
There's Neil Sterling. Neil Sterling, who during batting practice loves to hit baseballs into orbit. Let's see if he can do that right here with the sacks full and 2 down. The pitch, Neil Sterling, it is ball 1. So Seagulls tally twice here in the 7th. It says 8-0 on the scoreboard. I believe it should say 9-0. Here comes the motion by Baker. The 1-0 to Sterling. It is pulsing. Did he offer? No, sir. 2-0. 9-0 Seagulls, even though it says 8-0 on the scoreboard. That's a typo in the home portion of the scoreboard. Here's the 2-0 to Sterling. A swing, a ground ball routinely short. It's going to be, oh, dude, it's a juggle, and he has no chance. I guess shortstop had some slippery hands that time. Dude, I've seen better hands than a clock. 10-0 Seagulls, and once again, they play that theme to the Pink Panther.
Number 28, Jack Thompson.
Jack Thompson up. That's almost like, dude, I'm from with my apparel, I'm giving the Pink Panther a run for its money's pitch. Ball 1. Want another count on Thompson? Yeah, it's almost like, yeah, I'm wearing my pink apparel tonight. I've decided to add some color. Comes the 1-0 pitch to Thompson inside 2-0. So it's 10-0 Seagulls as they have the bases jammed, 2 down here in the 7th. Here's Baker. He goes into his motion. The 2-0 to Thompson. It is ball 3. So a bad one here will give the Seagulls a magnificent 11. 3 balls, no strikes. I would take all the way on this next pitch if I was in Thompson's shoes. So the base is jammed. A bad one here will push across the run. Motion, the 3-0. High ball. Oh, no, I take that back. That's a strike. A cold strike. So if they were going to enforce the mercy rule, they would have done so by now. 3-1 the count on Thompson. Here it is. Swinging a right, a foul. Strike 2, full count. Got to figure the runners will go on this next pitch. All right, base runners, start your engines. And of course, I know the drag races happen at Sonoma Raceway from July 26th through 28th. Payoff, runners go inside. So what produces a run? Seagulls with a magnificent 11 on the scoreboard. So like I said, Baker has been unable to stop the bleeding here in the 7th. 6 runs for the Gulls in the 6th. 4 more here in the 7th.
Jordan Williams.
Oh yeah, the Muppet Show. Oh yeah, so Jordan Williams in the box. Sacks still loaded, still 2 down. See, it's like Baker steps up. It's almost like, yeah, Kermit the Frog. Yeah, it's almost like, doesn't he do Sesame Street News? Here it is. It's ripped to right field. It's going to be, oh, dude, that's going to fall in for a base knock. 1-1 will score for certain as it's the Seagulls with the 12. Well, bullseye. Yeah, it's almost like, Bay Area Sports TV never blows a story. Oh, is this it? I guess they decided to enforce the mercy rule. Well, my friends, wrap it up in bacon and sizzle in the pan. The Seagulls over the Heat by a score of 12-0, as the Seagulls' magic number is 2. Well, wheat and wheat, boys. Wrap it up in bacon and sizzle in the pan. And as foretold by Jack Buck and his son Joe Buck, I will see you tomorrow afternoon. Seagulls win it 12-0. I guess, well, sometimes I just gotta clock out 2 innings early instead of 2 innings late. Well, my friends, I will see you for the doubleheader that commences at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon when the Seagulls and Heat play each other. And until Saturday, this is your announcer Dion reminding you, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Once again, final score, Seagulls register a dozen. You might as well call it the Seagulls rendition of the Dirty Dozen. Seagulls win 12-0. For Bay Area Sports TV, I am your announcer Dion. See you tomorrow.